Welcome back. Let's continue with more news. South Africa's Deputy President Paul Mashatile is in South Sudan for a 3-day visit to try and push forward the implementation of the 2018 peace deal in the East African country. The Deputy President is scheduled to meet President Salva Kiir and his first deputy, Riek Machar, who also leads the largest opposition group in South Sudan. Let's now bring in SABC News correspondent Patrick Oyet to give us an update on the Deputy President Paul Mashatile's visit to South Sudan. Patrick, good afternoon and thank you for your time with us. Perhaps you could speak to how the Deputy President of South Africa has been received. We do understand that this meeting obviously takes place between the 28th to the 31st of August. Lots on the agenda, I presume.
Yeah, he was received very well when he arrived here on Monday evening. The Vice President of South Sudan was at the airport to receive him. Thereafter, he moved, of course, to the hotel because of the journey that has been very long. But, of course, this morning there have been meetings with other parties because, you know, the peace process which is ongoing in South Sudan has 5 different parties that are party to. So he has been meeting with the various parties this morning because actually the major agenda, according to what he told us yesterday, is that of peace, to ensure that lasting peace returns to South Sudan. And we are told that this afternoon the Deputy President of South Africa will have a meeting with President Salva Kiir, of course still pushing forward this process of peace. The reason is actually simple. One is that the current peace agreement is coming to its end in 2024 with elections that are scheduled to take place in December 2024. And elections by nature everywhere is a bit divisive. And given the fact that South Sudan has just emerged from a civil war, these elections people are worried about. Also preparation for the elections are not yet up to speed because, for example, the Electoral Commission is not yet in place. There is no proper budget that has been allocated to the electoral body. So the South Africa's Deputy President says that he is here to show support and also to say when South Sudan will be heading for the elections, South Africa is there to stand with the people of South Sudan.
Patrick, on the back of that, what's come to the fore regarding South Africa's relationship to South Sudan? It was established back in 2011. But I wonder, you know, given the transition for South Sudan, what's also been reflected on that front?
Yeah, you know, the relationship between South Africa and South Sudan actually, formally it was said it was formalized in 2011, but it has been way before that because we had a group of people in the South who were fighting against racial as well as religious discrimination that was from the Arab North, and this fighting took 21 years. And the people of South Sudan really got a lot of support from the African National Congress party. So this relationship has been going on for long. The history is similar because whereas South Africans were fighting against apartheid, of course, the South Sudanese were fighting against a different form of racial discrimination. So there have been that contact, there have been that kind of relationship before. And this is actually to build, to take forward, because South Sudan needs development, it needs rebuilding, it needs reconstruction. And the leadership of South Sudan actually say they believe they can learn from the South Africans, how the South Africans have done it, from attaining that freedom that they fought for and maintaining peace and also seeing development taking place in the country. This is what South Sudan wants to learn, and they are very happy to have South Africa around. And they say the relationship is only getting stronger and stronger.
All right, Patrick, we're obviously monitoring developments as that peace mission unfolds and gets underway in South Sudan. Thank you for that update. Patrick Oyet is SABC News correspondent giving us an update on Deputy President Paul Mashatile's visit to South Sudan. Lots on the agenda. We'll see what emerges from here and too.